Before we get into it, I may or may not have lost my dress shirt. I have 3, and I can't find any of them. What can I say? I'm moving soon, so sue me. So let's get into this. Framerate Police. What is the Framerate Police? Find out on today's Frank Gamer Show. The Framerate Police are a group of people founded by TotalBiscuit, also known as the Cynical Brit. What a wonderful voice he has. I can't even mimic it. I was going to mimic it, and I can't do it. But he is what he says, a consumer advocate and a PC gamer. TotalBiscuit has been harping against developers locking their games at 30 frames per second. And the Framerate Police is essentially his way of attacking this. He doesn't like the practice. It's anti-consumer, anti-gamer, right? Well, yeah. This is actually a very good move for consumers and gamers. TotalBiscuit has created this Steam curation group to tell people when a game is locked at 30 frames per second. So before you buy a game on Steam, you can look in this group and find out if the game you want is listed. One of the big criticisms of this move is that it's anti-developer. I could see this. I mean, developers have been getting nasty mail from gamers who don't like the fact that their game is locked at 30 frames per second. Well, here's an easy fix to that. Don't lock your game at 30 frames per second. Now you might be saying, Frank, that's not fair. It's really hard to make a game. Some of these games are really complicated. Some of them are old. So why would they be running on 60 frames per second? Knights of the Old Republic 2 can. In fact, Knights of the Old Republic 2 has 4K support now. So don't tell me you can't do it with an older game, because you can. There's an easy fix for this, though, from Steam's side. Just create a tag system. What? Steam already has a tag system? Oh, right. That's one of the things I forgot to mention. Steam has a tag system, but if you try to put in 30 frames per second, it won't show up. Why? This is so stupid. If they just allowed that tag, you wouldn't have a curation group solely for this. In fact, you would avoid all of this. The consumer would have the information they need, and developers would be encouraged to make better games. So what's the downside? I really don't see one, and I predict, hold me to this if I'm wrong or if I'm correct, I predict that Steam will fix this tag system. Someday. Maybe the next few months. Who knows? But you know what? Having all the information is always better than going into it blind. And I think that's really what TotalBiscuit is trying to do, and I think that's really what's happening. Sure, some developers have got nasty mail, they've been tweeted at poorly. That's terrible. Is that really the result? Is that really TotalBiscuit's fault? I don't think so. I think people online suck. And because there's a lot of sucky people online, they're going to do whatever they can, whenever they can, at whoever they can. Gosh, I hope that makes sense. Well, this is Frank Gamer. Thank you so much for watching, and I appreciate you being patient with me. I am in the process of moving from this apartment to a different one, so stand by for that. We'll see what that place looks like when I move in. So I don't know how much I'll be updating, but I hope I will be updating enough. So, thank you for watching.